It was the summer of 1977, and something extraordinary slipped into our world. At Ohio State University, a massive radio telescope caught a whisper from the cosmos, a 72-second burst of radio waves. Not just any random noise, but one tuned to a very special frequency, 1420.456 megahertz. That's the hydrogen line, the very frequency many scientists believe any intelligent civilization would naturally use to say, "Hello, we're here." The astronomer on duty, Jerry Emmon, stared at the printout in disbelief. This wasn't the usual static. It was too clean, too sharp. In the margin, almost without thinking, he scribbled a single word that would echo through the decades. Wow! That scrawled reaction became its name, the wow signal. But what was it really? A greeting from intelligent life? A freak event in space? Maybe just a comet wandering by? Astronomers pointed their telescopes back to that same patch of sky again and again, but the signal never repeated. All we know for sure is its origin. Sagittarius, a busy stretch of stars right near the heart of our galaxy. And with that, the mystery went silent. Fast forward 50 years. The universe, it seems, wasn't done messing with us. A new visitor appeared, 3I Atlas, an interstellar traveler drifting through our solar system. Unlike ʻOumuamua, the pancake-shaped enigma of 2017, or Borisov, the comet-like wanderer of 2019, Atlas doesn't fit neatly into any category. It's an oddball, bright, active, and puzzling. And here's the eerie part. When astronomers traced back its trajectory, guess where it pointed? Right toward Sagittarius. Yes, the same celestial neighborhood that gifted us the wow signal. The coincidence was enough to make even seasoned scientists sit up straighter. The story heated up in May 2025. NASA's TESS satellite, usually busy scanning distant stars for exoplanets, accidentally caught something closer to home. In its images from May 7th to June 2nd, astronomers later noticed a tiny moving dot. At nearly 6 times the Earth-Sun distance, it was faint but alive, glowing as if it had no business doing so out there in the frozen dark. By July 1st, things escalated. NASA's Atlas telescope in Hawaii locked onto it and confirmed what was already becoming clear. This wasn't an ordinary rock. It was moving way too fast on a path not bound by our sun. Just weeks later, the Hubble Space Telescope snapped its first close-up, and what it showed left jaws on the floor. A teardrop-shaped coma, a gas plume pouring into space, even though it was still 400 million miles from the sun. Even stranger, the brightest plume was facing toward the sun, as if the laws of comet behavior had been flipped on their head. Then August arrived, and the mystery deepened. Astronomers turned Gemini South, one of the most powerful telescopes in the Chilean Andes, toward this alien wanderer. On August 27th, using its multi-object spectrograph, they recorded Atlas in exquisite detail across ultraviolet, blue, red, and near-infrared light. For the first time, the world could see 3I Atlas in living cosmic color. At first, it was just a faint dot, but within weeks, 3I Atlas transformed into something spectacular, a comet straight out of a cosmic painting. A shimmering anti-solar tail stretched more than 50,000 kilometers into the void, while its once compact coma ballooned to nearly 19,000 kilometers across. What began as a ghostly smudge was now a fully fledged comet, unmistakably shaped by the sun's relentless radiation. Then came the real shocker. NASA's SPHEREx mission mapped a massive carbon dioxide cloud enveloping the comet, a ghostly halo nearly 350,000 kilometers wide. That's almost the distance from Earth to the Moon. Days later, the James Webb Space Telescope aimed its ultra-sensitive infrared spectrograph at Atlas, and what it uncovered had astronomers raising their eyebrows. Instead of water dominating the chemistry, as with most comets, carbon dioxide ruled the stage. The ratio was staggering: 8 parts carbon dioxide for every 1 part water, one of the highest ever recorded. Webb also picked out carbon monoxide, a sprinkling of dust, and some exotic molecules like OCS. But water, the supposed heartbeat of comets? Barely a whisper. Something about this visitor wasn't following the rulebook. Hubble soon added another piece to the puzzle. Although it couldn't peer through the glowing shroud of gas and dust to see the comet's solid heart, it measured the brightness and gave us constraints.
The nucleus is shockingly small, no bigger than 2.8 kilometers across, and perhaps as tiny as 160 meters. To put that in perspective, we're talking about something that could fit inside a city, yet it was venting gas like a giant. Imagine a snowball the size of a small town releasing material at the rate of a mountain. It simply doesn't add up. And the anomalies kept coming. Using its powerful spectrograph, the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope detected nickel in the comet's coma, but strangely, no iron. Normally, those two elements appear side by side, forged together in the fiery crucibles of ancient supernovae. Their separation here was not just unusual, it hinted at chemical origins shaped in a very different kind of stellar nursery, one that may not resemble our sun's neighborhood at all. So what exactly are we looking at? A bizarre chemical relic from an alien star system? A natural oddball that just happens to break every pattern we've cataloged so far? Or, as Avi Loeb might provocatively ask, is this a signature of something more? A hint, however faint, of technology at work? For now, we can't say. But here's what we do know. 3I Atlas is rewriting the way we think about interstellar visitors. Small but hyperactive. Water poor, yet drowning in carbon dioxide. Chemically lopsided in ways we've never seen. And, to top it off, tracing an orbit suspiciously close to the plane of our own planets. If nothing else, the cosmos has just handed us another riddle, and the clock is already ticking before it slips away forever. 3I Atlas is not just drifting into our skies, it's diving headfirst into the heart of our solar system, slicing across space on a daring retrograde path. Astronomers, their calendars already circled in red, are bracing themselves for a series of breathtaking milestones. This isn't just another comet passing by. This is a once-in-a-lifetime visitor, and we've got front-row seats. The first big moment comes on October 3rd, 2025. Picture it, the faint pink light of dawn washing over the Martian canyons of Valles Marineris as 3I Atlas swings by the red planet, just 18 million miles away. From orbit, NASA's MAVEN and China's Tianwen-1 will be watching eagerly, their instruments tuned to capture the soft, ghostly glow of the comet's dusty coma as it greets the Martian horizon. For a brief moment, Mars will have company in its morning sky. Fast forward to October 29th. This is the comet's moment of maximum drama, perihelion. As it slings behind the sun, it will close in to 1.36 astronomical units, about 130 million miles from that searing photosphere. Here, 3I Atlas hits blistering speeds of 152,000 miles per hour. From Earth, our telescopes will lose sight of it, blinded by the sun's glare. But on Mars, and from observatories at Earth's L1 point, spacecraft will keep vigil, watching as its icy crust cracks open and geysers of vapor explode into space, painting a picture of raw, ancient material awakening after billions of years in the cold. By December 19, 2025, the comet will have unfurled its magnificent tail, a cosmic banner stretching across the void as it sweeps past Earth. At 170 million miles, it's too far for the naked eye, but just right for the James Webb Telescope and the Rubin Observatory, both poised to dissect its light for isotopic secrets. Imagine that. Data pouring in, photons carrying whispers from a world that was born beyond our sun, now captured by our most advanced eyes in the sky. And then comes the grand finale on March 16, 2026. 3i Atlas makes a daring pass by Jupiter, flying just 33 million miles above its stormy cloud tops. If NASA greenlights a late trajectory tweak, the Juno spacecraft could pivot, dipping into the comet's dust stream. That would be our one and only close-up. A literal scoop of alien material never touched by our solar system until now. It's the kind of opportunity scientists dream of and engineers live for. After that, it's goodbye. 3i Atlas will race back into interstellar darkness never to return, leaving behind only terabytes of priceless data and a long trail of new questions. Yet one eerie detail lingers. Its approach comes from the same patch of sky that gave us the infamous WOW signal back in 1977 in the constellation Sagittarius. To some, like Harvard's Avi Loeb, that's no coincidence. It's a cosmic riddle worth pondering. Because, maybe, just maybe, 3i Atlas isn't just a comet. Maybe it's a messenger. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb likes to push us to ask daring questions. Could 3i Atlas simply be a natural comet, its path by pure chance lining up with the same region of sky that gave us the famous WOW signal? Absolutely. But could it also be part of something larger, a kind of cosmic message, a moving beacon, maybe even a probe? We can't dismiss that either, and that's what makes it so exciting. The unknown still has room to surprise us. Other scientists suggest something just as fascinating. They think 3i Atlas could be unimaginably old, older than our solar system itself. Perhaps it began its journey in the thick disk of the Milky Way, drifting through the galaxy for billions of years before arriving at our doorstep.
Now, the countdown is on. On October 29th and 30th, 2025, the comet will swing by its perihelion, coming within 1.36 astronomical units of the Sun. Perfectly safe for us here on Earth, but close enough that telescopes worldwide will be locked on target. And that's when the real show begins. As the Sun's heat lashes against its frozen surface, Atlas will flare to life. Gases will erupt, its tail will stretch wider and brighter. And, under that pressure, the comet may finally reveal its true nature. This is the kind of stress test astronomers dream of, because that's when secrets slip out. What is it really made of? How has it endured on such a lonely journey through the galaxy? And what does its story tell us about the worlds that exist beyond our own star? In less than 10 years, we've welcomed not one, not two, but 3 interstellar wanderers, each of them different, each a piece of a puzzle hinting at the incredible diversity of cosmic origins beyond our solar neighborhood. Thanks to the incredible power of our telescopes, we're not just seeing dots of light on a screen anymore. We're seeing these travelers as living, breathing comets, relics of alien worlds rushing past us for a brief moment before disappearing forever into the dark. So now, I'll leave it to you. What do you think? Is 3i Atlas just another comet? Or is there something more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. And if you found this journey as fascinating as I did, consider becoming a member to help us keep exploring.